No, I tried. I played them all hard and tried to get them all hurt, but it didn't work. Share, copy. Welcome to Week 12 with the Steelers. Oh, bing. Bing bong. I may or may not be pulling some candy out of the handout bowl for tomorrow.
Well, the weather is going to be so crappy that we're just going to take the kids to the grandparents and like that, and then go to a party that the West Side is throwing.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. It's supposed to be pretty crappy tomorrow.
Yeah.
Listen, Texas.
Wow.
Listen, Texas. You shoosh. I will take your below freezing compared to our everyday freezing. Every day. There's a massive amount of rain coming in. What in the heck is going on? Okay, if it's super crappy tomorrow, I guess we're just gonna do the thing at the steel and then afterwards hand out candy and maybe go bowling or something. It's snowing.
Oh, snow! Where are you, Pittsburgh?
Right in no, we're in Cincinnati.
Oh, and you put them in white? I guess they would have done that on
it
purpose.
Was snowing.
Well, it's probably part of their plan.
Or maybe no, the Steelers are home. We're in Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense then.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to snow. Otherwise, I would have put them in like something else. Yeah. Orange, brown, Holy God, that's a big boy. John
that's the
Tenta.
earthquake.
Oh, that's right, John Ton.
John Tenta, that's the Canadian earthquake.
Yes.
From the WWF in the early 90s.
John Tenton. It's been a minute since I played the
Bengals. So, 3 of the guys are not, available. Oh, okay. For those watching, Terrors and I are editing our greatest game that we are going to do tonight, even though John will be advancing us at the end of this game, just because we already started out. There's 3 Ravens not available. 1 played in 1 game, so he's a loss. 1 played in 12. No, Charles Evans. Yeah, Charles Evans, a wide receiver. Oh wait, let me check the fullbacks just in case, because he was a halfback. No. Okay, a Patrick Johnson, wide receiver, who played in 12 games, and Anthony Mitchell, defensive back, who played in 16. So I'm going to have to create them. Yep. Patrick Johnson. Yeah. So, Phantom, when you go to watch this tomorrow, just know that those 2 guys on the Ravens practice squad will have to be changed. Because I'm going to create them, and I'm not changing their ratings. Anthony Mitchell will be a 65. That's the guy assigned. I got to sign a wide receiver. I don't have one on the practice squad. And the practice, Patrick Johnson will be a 70. Okay. Now go height weight these guys and create those 2, and then the Ravens will be done probably in about a half an hour.
terrible throw. It is now 4th and goal from the 4 for the Bengals, who had a hell of an offensive start. I mean, they go down the field, got right down to the freaking 4-yard line. That's because my guys couldn't see them in the snow.
Oh, delay. I'm reloading the World Series because I had lost the picture.
Yeah.
So we're heading to the bottom of the 8th. I didn't catch the score. I think it's 4-2.
The Yankees are making a comeback because somehow they did not get into the World Series, but now they are. Aha!
Yeah, no.
I really haven't followed baseball in forever. About as long as I haven't followed hockey. When the Sabres got screwed out of that.
You know, the Sabres have the second best record in hockey right now.
Do they?
Yeah. The Boston Bruins have the best record.
I can't disagree with that, though. I look at games, too. I'm kind of weird with hockey. I like the Devils.
Oh, well. Last year, the top 4 all lost in the first round. Calgary was second. They're my second favorite team. Tampa Bay was first.
I still find it funny that places like Tampa Bay and Arizona have hockey teams.
Not only do they have hockey teams, Tampa Bay's won the Stanley Cup.
Yes.
By the way, we were wrong the other day when we were discussing who's not in this greatest game league. Eric Dickerson is on the Colts.
Go
Yes.
Johnson, go Johnson, go Johnson.
Priest Holmes. Priest Holmes is only 5'9".
Holy cow! I haven't heard that name in forever.
Well, John, if you get your act together and join this greatest games league, then you might get to play us.
I'm working on it. Every time I go to do something ends up coming the fuck up and driving me fucking
I know. I'm just picking on you. It's your run of bad luck right now.
Oh my god, it's insane.
There will be times though when you're waiting on us and you're chomping at the bit to play in the greatest games and nobody else has finished their games. It'll happen. Obafemi Ayanbadejo. There's a name from the past.
That does sound familiar, though.
Ravens, yeah. Ravens fullback.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm doing the 2000 Ravens. Get them ready. He's doing the
what is
88 Bengals.
Say that
It's
name
really
again?
interesting. Obafemi Ayanbadejo.
Yeah, Obafemi was just one part of the name, right?
Yeah, that was the first name.
That's, yeah. That's the problem.
Ayanbadejo is the second name. Last name. So, speaking of Sack to the Future, I edited. I don't rate.
Oh my
I edited
god,
the
you guys can't catch in the snow.
2000 or the 64 semi-pro Ravens, and I used from the Impractical Jokers the name game. Cannot wait to hear you guys say such things as in your mouth hole, church pew pew pew, just fat bitch.
This is bad. My guys can't catch for shit in this.
Plus, I included my own fill my mouth with farts, just for yep. Qadri Ismail. The Baltimore Ravens. Yes. Well, it just worked out that way because I also put Edgar Allan Poe on the team. But yeah, it's a added bonus that you guys will have to play them. Sexy Pinata also made the team, but I changed his position. He's no longer the quarterback.
Nope. Now he is a sexy pinata.
He's a safety. Another reason why you guys probably can't wait for the semi-pro teams to disappear.
What? What are their names?
Just stupid
We should
Easter egg
just
names.
league and make up a bunch of random ass names. Change everybody's fucking name.
That would be a lot of editing. I wouldn't have to do any uniforms though, because there'd be no basis for any of them. Qadri Ismail. Jermaine Lewis was 5'7". He's got a Super Bowl touchdown. Yep. That was a hell of a three-play set there. Those two kickoff returns and the interception return. I think that this 2000 Ravens. Well, no, there's the 99. There's a couple 99s. The only teams around that I was in college for.
Go, Keys, go. Pick 6 from like 70 yards out.
Brady Keys. Oh yeah, he didn't capitalize everything.
Apparently I couldn't kick extra points earlier in the Giants game. That's 2 off the fucking pole.
Yeah, so I was listening to, or I was watching the game as I was shopping. And then I got in the middle of the store and lost service, so I missed the third quarter.
He's 4'2". I don't know if they actually let somebody who's 4'2" play in the NFL.
I wonder who is the shortest that's ever played. I know there's a story of a little person playing baseball back in the 40s, and the strike zone was so tiny on the guy that the pitcher couldn't pitch to him, and he ended up getting a walk. I've seen it.
Did you see that New York is trying to ban football for kids?
Yeah. See, I'm conflicted about that. I don't want the government to get in and tell us what to do.
Right.
You know, it's not the government's position. But at the same time, I think it's a parent's choice.
Right.
If they don't want their kid playing until he's 12. But I think that there has to be an alternative. If the government's going to come in and say, okay, you can't do this, then the rise of flag football leagues needs to step up. But not only that, it cannot just be 5-on-5 flag football. They've got to teach football to these kids. It's got to be 11-on-11.
Right.
Oh, Ben Coates does not have long hair. Yes. So I gave him a face with even longer hair. Good job.
It's a face when your mother come up.
Yeah.
Gang member.
Well, I don't know about that.
I do.
Officially. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
I wonder if the Bloods and the Crips would be pissed off if a football team was to be named the Bloods or the Crips and wear the colors and not have any gang members on it. You think they try to sue or something?
I don't know. I don't think they would try to sue, but I think they would try to get a piece of it.
I'm sure they would, but they're not incorporated. Snap. Ouchie.
That was one of the... of course, I didn't watch live when Theismann broke his leg, so Crumrice was my introduction to horrifying injuries caught on film. And of course, nowadays, they wouldn't continue to show it. They would... Well, we apologize for offending anybody by showing this once.
Yeah.
And his foot kind of just like bounced after it broke.
Well, yeah. It wasn't attached to nothing.
Oh, yeah. I think that game is on the library. Broncos and Vikings game. Yeah.
It's a big dude, though. I mean, I'm not really that big compared to the nose tackle today, but... Keep going.
I'll tell you what, breaking tackles in Madden 19, and I'm going to assume 20, is so much not more realistic, but accomplishable. It's just, it's in Madden 18, it's you. There's no breaking tackles at all.
Yeah. You guess you gotta dodge him. Or have a running back that's really good.
Yeah. You gotta put a move on somebody though. You can't just get into a tie up and hit the button and win the war. You gotta be able to put a swerve on or something. In Madden 18, Madden 19, 20, you can have the button battle.
You put your own swerve on wherever you gotta put swerve on. Get
Listen.
swerve back.
Listen, Linda, listen.
Yeah, I had to show that to Courtney one night because she didn't know what it was. It's like, that's funny. You missed it?
Have either of you guys seen the Bagel Boy or the Bagel? What was it called?
The short
little
dude there that was.
Yeah, the little guy.
I heard about it on the men's room. He was mad.
You gotta look that stuff up. I mean, he's just going off on, especially women mistreating him because he's short, and then some guy just comes up and knocks him the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I was like, good.
You want to go outside and fight or some shit like that?
Yeah.
That's just way overthrown, and he's out of bounds. Thank you. Because that would have been an interception otherwise. No, I heard that on the men's room a couple months back, and it's now a soundbite on their show. Fucking hilarious.
Well, it comes from it's a home video. Yeah. Somebody said into World's Dumbest. Anyway.
Oh yeah, no, he was just pissed right off. He couldn't get a date because apparently.
Oh, I was going to listen. Linda was the World's Dumbest. No, that one went viral on Twitter. The bagel bitch, whatever they call it.
Apparently, John Henry Johnson just got 1,000 rushing yards.
I'm under the defense now for the Ravens.
I'm up to no good. Good, not blocking.
If we do notice things like last night's Bears and Falcons game, we noticed one guy had long hair. Tried to take care of it as soon as we noticed. The other thing Phantom did have me do after we signed off the air, though, was change the XP sliders. Because otherwise, all these stars that are in this league will be all 99s before midseason. It's going to be interesting to see when you do the Cowboys-Giants game, because not only are you both finally good-rated teams, but you're both Super Bowl champions. In fact, this game tonight will be the first time, as Phantom pointed out on our chat earlier, that it's two Super Bowl teams. Well, not champions, but the Bengals were close. Yep.
I kicked the field goal because this weather is kicking my team's ass. The guys don't want to catch balls or nothing, and JHJ is he's doing actually pretty decent for a run game, man.
Tony Saragusa.
The Goose. I'm just used to seeing his ass on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
I think I see him more on the sidelines than I ever did when he was playing.
Oh, something just happened.
I don't know what happened.
Damn it! I keep losing the picture because I'm over on another tab, editing. Hulu's not keeping the picture up for some reason.
Hulu says screw it. You've got low memory then, probably. What's your memory on that, RAM-wise?
I have no idea. Oh, the Nationals are scoring more runs. No, this one's over. It's in the 9th, isn't it?
This the last game, or how many more games we got?
Well, I'm going to do the ultimate jinx right now. Congratulations to the Washington Nationals on your first World Series.
Oh, would that be if they win tonight, they would win the series?
It's Game 7. I'm congratulating him in hopes that they choke it away in the bottom of the 9th, but it ain't going to happen.
How much are they up by right now? Like
6-2.
Okay. What's the series at?
It's Game 7.
Oh, so it's fucking 3-3.
Just to tie it.
Because I'm a fucking idiot and can't think of it.
Well, I know that.
Listen, I'm not working. My brain is turned off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Right into him. Listen, they're gonna all boo it. Fuck it, that's fine. Let them boo it. You know what? All it means is a bunch of baseball players or a bunch of anti-Trumpers. Who cares?
Listen,
really
players.
Means that they're a bunch of idiots in the sense of they don't want to pay attention to how shit's actually flowing. Yeah. Because you sure as hell know it ain't no fucking middle class motherfuckers going to the World Series. Then I did because of nosebleeds with binoculars outside of the stadium.
This will be the first.
Mirrors over the damn thing.
I wonder if it's ever happened in basketball or hockey, but I know it'll be the first time in baseball where every game was won by the road team.
Every game?
Every game.
Let's see if I can get something going. Oh, you son of a bitch. Isn't Timothy McGee the cyber genius from NCIS?
Yes, he is.
All right, then.
He also played for the Bengals back in the 80s, apparently.
Apparently.
Tight end, right?
Yeah, sure.
Wide receiver.
Really useless information. Oh, it's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if I can somehow get my ass moving downfield and get some more points here.
Chris McAllister.
I don't know. Wait, isn't that... He was an announcer, wasn't he? At one point?
Huh?
McAllister?
McAllister, Chris McAllister, cornerback for the Ravens.
Yeah, but then he ended up doing some report... yeah, I guess...
You thinking Deuce McAllister?
No, Chris McAllister was a fucking... went on to be an announcer or something.
Oh, he might have. I don't know.
Gosh, with the way this weather is, I might actually have to force myself to punt. I don't know. Maybe not yet. We'll see.
Well, you're leading.
Yeah. By a score.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, that's bullshit. He was wide the fuck open, and all of a sudden slowed down in the air and couldn't catch the ball because he got hit. Yep. That's fuck you, man. EA. Bullshit. He like got his separation. He said, "Oh yeah, he's beautifully wide open. He should have been able to pull that shit in." But no, I can't handle a little bit of snow on my fucking hands.
Rod Woodson. He'd be on two teams, wouldn't he? He's also on the 97 Steelers.
Wasn't he on the Packers?
No, Steelers. He went from the Steelers. 97. Nope. He didn't do 95. He didn't do 95 because of Neil O'Donnell and the negative connotation that he has. Plus, he wanted
all the interceptions to the the Cowboys.
Plus, he wanted a Jerome Bettis, not Bam Morris team. And 97, they went to the AFC title game.
Throwing the ball to the Cowboys defender. And there was no wide receivers around him. Pretty sure that dude was paid to do that. No, it was like 23 times, whatever it was. It was pretty blatantly obvious that either he was throwing the game or he was just terrible and shouldn't have done the game at all.
I don't know about throwing the game. I think that he had a bad read twice. He and the receivers were not communicating at all, and instead of taking his time to notice that, he threw it anyway.
Terrible read, if I remember right now. That was a pretty shitty read.
I can't support anybody, especially when Bubba Smith would come out before he died and would seriously had his mind made up the Super Bowl III was fixed. There's just no way you can orchestrate that on that kind of scale.
That's the thing, is you'd have to have so many teams really go out of bounds with the one dick. There you go. Oh, it's a halftime.
And even that, I read the book 8 Men Out, and you know, as bad as that was, there were guys that had changed their mind afterwards, but because they didn't come forward, like Shoeless Joe.
I have -4 passing yards. What the hell?
Never made the Hall of Fame.
How the fuck do I have -4 passing yards?
I don't know.
Wow. I'm blaming on Vinny.
Sounds like you're in the end still. I'm on the kicker. I'm on the kickers, so no, don't worry about it. I'm on the kickers, but I won't be as thorough on the uniforms as you're being. Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. Ed Brown is 1 for 9 for 13 yards.
Okay. Right. Find the Bengals, 1988. Cincinnati Bengals. I think I have better defensive linemen on this Ravens team than the Oilers did, though.
Yay, we're in positive yards now. God
damn. Oh, you're going alphabetically, so I'm going to put them reverse alphabetically and start with Carl Zander.
What? He was out of bounds. He was out of bounds.
He's listed as a left inside linebacker, but Phantom has him at middle linebacker. What do you want me to do with that?
Bullshit. He was completely out of bounds, so it would have been incomplete.
Okay.
It's twice I got burned by that fucking illegal touching bullshit. Oh no, actually, it wasn't burned by it.
I was going to say, the stars, I know he really got in depth, but as he was getting deeper into the rosters, now I remember Icky Woods having loose sleeves. Like, he should have long, not tight. Other than that, Icky Woods is fine. I did notice that his sleeve work and his shoulder pads are the stuff that he didn't sweat as much as the rest. But he's got, like, Well, I don't know about socks. I haven't really looked at that.
You gotta do socks. I don't know.
Yeah.
Stick with the rushing, man. Rushing, not Russia.
On Stanley Wilson.
Rushing, I've been shooting.
Nope, that would be a.
I have to be confused with Peter Parker. Oh, come on. You did kind of get drilled there, but whatever. What we did. Oh my God!
A
It
couple
hit him
guys,
right in the
but not. It wasn't
hand.
a major thing, that's for sure. Yeah. Solomon Wilcox should have a different skin tone. He's darker than that.
Fucking hands, and he dropped it. You know, you'd think that, seeing as a receiver can't catch shit in this game, that I'd be able to take and use the strip button and be having a field day. But you'd be wrong.
This one's funny. Leon White. My son, of course, he's a Bengals fan, so we were looking over this roster because I teach history, did the 88 roster. And he sees the name Leon White and he goes, "Oh, Dad, isn't that Vader?" I'm like, "No, son. It's a different Leon White who played pro football. Vader had already debuted in wrestling at this point. Same name, both played pro football, but only one went on to become the world champion in professional wrestling." Yep, the baby bull, Leon White, who would eventually become the man known as Vader, won the WCW World Title on 2 occasions, I believe. He passed away last year.
I think I broke 10 tons. Maybe not.
Yeah, I'm going to close it right down. I have no interest in watching the trophy celebration. I did last year with the Red Sox. Obviously, I watched the whole thing. I sat there for over an hour watching it and celebrating.
I was wrong. Atkinson out with a dislocated shoulder.
Kevin Walker. You know what? Here's how. Growing up, when I first got into baseball, it was based on 2 different players, Howard Johnson and Ken Griffey Jr., but I could never really get into those teams, the Mets and Mariners, because, first of all, the Mets they were bad in the era that I started really paying attention. The 86 Mets were way behind us at that point. And the Mariners, you didn't see on TV. But the Braves, you did. The Braves were on TV all the time because they were winning, and I had already liked the Atlanta Falcons. Deion Sanders was on both, so I rooted for the Braves. The Braves twice went up against the Yankees in World Series, losing both times, so I developed a hatred for the Yankees. That led me to rooting for the Red Sox. So the Red Sox are the only team that I root for that I developed in my adulthood. Every other team was as a child. Okay, the W's are done. I'm on to Eric Thomas now.
Copy. On to the T's.
I see you.
Backwards. There's a blitz there. Okay, he's good. There we go. Catch it. Hold on to it. Yeah. Just run with it, and there's no reason you couldn't have run with it, but whatever. You just roll with it. I don't know what is an elbow job. That's,
well, Johnny, see what an elbow job is which uses just the elbows.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
Yep. A little weird.
This is no longer a family program, by the way.
It hasn't been really a family program.
Well, if you watch the pilot episode, I explained to everybody that this is going to be a family show.
Wow.
I was wrong.
Yeah. You ever seen the movie, what the hell was it, Horrible Bosses?
Huh?
You never saw Horrible Bosses?
No.
There's
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
Dude, you gotta watch the movie
Horrible Bosses.
Yeah, what the hell
I thought you said
saying?
Hobo Bosses.
What the fuck is Hobo Bosses?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering.
That would probably be an awesome fucking idea for a reality TV show.
Yeah, reality TV. I don't know about a comedy, but...
Oh no, it'd totally be a comedy.
You grab some hobos off the street and you give them a makeover and put them in charge and see how they do.
All right. So, yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
So yeah, remember in Horrible Bosses, when they're at the bar and they run into their like most successful or most likely to succeed buddy from high school and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
I didn't watch the movie, but sure.
Like the knee, is doing something with his knee, you know. He was offering him handies and all that shit for money because he was broke.
I just finished Turk Schoner, so you're on the next guy.
So you start talking about elbow.
I'll go do the depth chart for the Ravens, and then I'm ready.
That was just entirely overthrown. Ed Brown, 4 of 16 for 50 yards and an interception. Man. This is just a slick Willie gang. I don't know. How about you suck at it?
Oh, boy. Brandon Stokely should be higher than 4th. You can start Turk Schoner if you want, but I don't think it'll work out for you. Imagine Turk Schoner going up against this defense. Turk Schoner if you want, but I don't think it'll work out. Yeah, true. Sure. Have you noticed when checking the depth chart that the buttons seem to move slower?
Nope. I'm just saying nope because I can see it.
Should I bench Ray Lewis?
Well, the question is, has he committed murder yet?
2000? He's under investigation at this point.
I mean, allegedly. You know, 'cause, I don't know.
No, yeah.
You mean Chris?
I can't wait to watch Sunday Night Football every week just to hear him talk.
Chris, I overrate myself, Collinsworth.
Yeah. All right. Sure. Well, since we're not giving a crap about who we're offending tonight, just got a notification about WWE's pay-per-view Crown Jewel tomorrow from Saudi Arabia. Blood money. Can't wait to watch that one.
Not quite sure how it's going to offend anybody, but whatever. Anyway.
Well,
I'm sure there's somebody out there.
WWE keeps taking these payouts from Saudi Arabia to run
kind of like the
pay-per-views.
NBA in China?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, but there is... Yes, they are allowing the first female match tomorrow. It's big news. It's trending everywhere, and of course Lacey Evans and Natalya will probably be dressed in full body suits because they're not going to approve anything else.
They're not going to get any boobies out.
Well, they don't do that anymore anyway, but it's just the fact that they're not going to be able to be themselves. They're probably going to be given like a 5-minute match. It's going to be horrible.
I don't know. Sure.
Okay.
Should call him I Kick Hard. I don't know. Ray Lewis.
Who ended up scoring a touchdown. You see, my first Super Bowl I recorded was 24. However, years later when I went to college, I didn't have my own car, so the guy that was giving me a ride, mentioned that his father had recorded Super Bowl 23 and they never watch it. And I was like, dude, I'll buy it from you. I don't care.
Didn't he have the Expos ever won the Super Bowl? World Series?
No, this was the fact that it was Washington's first ever appearance.
Well, yes, I know that. Right. So I wasn't sure if, prior to the Nationals change.
No, they had the best record in '94 when the season was canceled on the strike.
Yeah.
Them and the Yankees. So many people like to discuss a potential '94 World Series between Yankees and Expos, but no, gotcha. they never even appeared in one until.
I wasn't sure because I just saw the Nationals thing and they're like, "Oh no, it's the first time for the franchise." So I guess it technically is the first time for both of them.
Yeah, until this past week, they hadn't even appeared in one before. This was the first. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. These teams on all these sports are spouting up and winning their first ever championships, and more power to them. So why can't it be the Buffalo Bills? Everybody always says, "Oh, well, they're the Buffalo Bills. They can't." Why can't it be? Well, there have been in the last 10 years.
They went to 4 straight and just lost. So it's not really saying that they're terrible. They were good enough to go to 4 straight Super Bowls.
But everybody
they just
in the last
out and lost.
10, 15 years, these franchises that were hapless. But you go back to 2002 with the Buccaneers, the Saints, the Seahawks, they've all won Super Bowls. Baseball, you've had the Astros and the Nationals tonight, the Chicago Cubs 3 years ago. And in hockey, the St. Louis Blues and the Washington Capitals. And in basketball, the Golden State Warriors are a dynasty now, but 6 years ago they weren't. They were considered an upstart team. So why can't it be? It could be any franchise nowadays. That's what's happening in sports.
The rule of any given Sunday still applies.
Mm-hmm. Well, the fans got after last week's.
Still in a rebuilding phase, but they're getting closer. I would probably say they're more on the upper side of 50% than they are on the lower side of it.
Listen, the next 4 weeks are the Redskins, the Browns, the Broncos, and the Dolphins. I don't know the exact order, but I know the Redskins is first. They could be, if they don't screw this up, they could be 9-2 heading into Thanksgiving Day against Dallas. That'd be a hell of a showdown.
No. Right. I mean, I can't even really say it's a whole new team that they're going to be playing on Monday because really the only difference is the quarterback.
Well, no, they also got that receiver back.
Yeah.
Shepard.
Yeah. No. Golden Tate. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, before we get started, I just want to say real quick, it is after midnight here on the East Coast. You are watching Sack the Future on the John M channel. You're about to see the greatest game on the Tears 89 and Vinny X Wolf channels, and happy Halloween.
Yay.
Get in, going in. So you're the home team. That's what they wore in the Super Bowl, all white, the Ravens.
Fuck the Ravens.
I do not want to have that damn run and shoot offense in there tonight. I think I checked that. Yeah, the EA Sports really needs to do something about that. Okay, so the greatest game.
And he dropped that shit. Really? On a 3rd and 3, you dropped it from 3 yards out. What the more, Kobe Ravens? Okay, we'll see how this one goes. Not like I can't really afford. Where is he going? Okay. That was terrible because that was not how it was laid out on the screen for the one I picked. Awesome. Never mind. Fuck that. That was just a bad idea.
Okay, man.
Also, Hot Tub Time Machine. Wasn't it Cincinnati on the ball, the box? It's supposed to be making the Hot Tub Time Machine 3.
Really? I haven't seen 2 yet.
You should see 2. It's funny.
Yeah, I saw 1. It was okay. I love time travel stuff, so.
This is a weird time travel thing, but... So
yeah.
Wait, don't you watch Rick and Morty?
No.
Why not?
Me too, I'm on.
I mean, Rick and Morty is all about, like, quantum physics and time travel and crap like that. It's more about interdimensional travel, but there's some time travel elements to it. Quantum physics, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next episode of The Greatest Game. Tonight, it's once again me versus Tears. It's the 2000 Baltimore Ravens, controlled by yours truly, going up against the 1988 Cincinnati Bengals, controlled by Tears.
That was the second time we lost the Super Bowl, right?
Of course, Phantom's not watching, but he's all day long talking a lot of crap about how well the Bears defense did last night and seeing if I can match that, trying to put some pressure on me, but we'll see. Also on the broadcast or on the John M channel, he's finally finishing up week 12, and we should be advancing in Sack the Future in about 10 minutes.
Roughly.
It's taking forever
a terrible
to
pass. It was turnover and downs. Woohoo! 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the game. Ed Brown started and is 1-9 for 13 yards, and since he's 6 for 12 for 88 yards and a touchdown. One, I think. Almost. Yeah.
Here we go.
That was a terrible throw, Ed. Terrible throw.
Trent Dilfer versus Boomer Esiason. Just a couple analysts, just a couple studio analysts.
Based off a name alone, I'm gonna have to go with Boom.
Well,
Dilfer's
if you're basing, if you're basing the game off the names of the quarterback, then that's who I would go with too.
Yeah.
Although one has a ring and one doesn't. but it's nothing based on.
But it's
he did throw a nice touchdown pass to Brandon Stokely in the game. But this MVP was not Trent Dilfer or Jamal Lewis for that matter.
No, it wasn't. It
was defense Ray Lewis. Yeah. It was Ray Lewis.
Trust me, I remember that game.
That's right. That game. You're a Giants fan.
Yeah.
One time
I was in Smith Hall watching that game.
I was having a party over in Potsdam where I was living at the time.
No, I was in Smith Hall watching them fucking throw it away. Fucking.
And right off the bat, Sam Adams comes in and cracks open a cold one on Boomer Esiason. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Who is going up against Anthony Munoz? Looks like Tony Saragusa.
Kerry Collins. Fucking it right up royally.
That Giants team is not in this league. I wonder why. He's got a 17-year window of teams to pick from. He took the 86 Giants over the 90 Giants. So. A good choice, I think.
Yeah. Still most of the same players, but I think it was a stronger team.
Yeah. Younger, faster. The running back situation was definitely faster. I mean, O.J. Anderson was a definite power back compared to Joe Morris.
Yeah.
Joe Morris was shorter, quicker. He also didn't have Phil McConkey anymore.
No. I'd take O.J. Anderson over Morris any day, though, really.
Oh, man, James Brooks. God damn it, I just had Ray Lewis was right there in sights, and I moved away.
You moved it away.
So, okay. Well, Phantom, when you're watching this, the Ravens gave up a touchdown on the third play of the game.
Wow, son of a bitch.
Your precious Bears are leading in that category. Yep.
I'm hearing uh-ohs. Why are you saying uh-ohs?
The kick is good. Yes. He's a wee one.
Touchdown.
Kick it to Chris McAllister, not Jermaine Lewis. See, this Ravens team is more my style, though. Ground and pound offense that can throw deep, occasionally good tight end. We were talking about that on the chat, and really good defense. Although my run defense is usually a lot better than what I just did.
Ooh, he missed it.
Jamal Lewis gets a.
With 1:33 left in the fourth quarter, the Steelers lead the Bengals 24-3. Tenta is coming out for potentially their final drive. What's the what?
What is the Steelers record?
5-5, I believe.
You ever seen the highlights of Super Bowl 19, and I forget what the 49ers name is, but he's on the side and this goes, came to see an offense and the wrong one showed up?
No.
Well, I can imagine somebody standing on the Bengals sideline right now saying, came to see a defense, but the wrong one showed up.
How are they holding on and grabbing that fucking ball? This is fucking bad. The Bengals are seriously driving right now.
It's 24-3.
Yeah, it's 24-3. So I'm up by 21 points. Yeah, type thing.
Holy cow. There was some serious lag in that punt. It got stuck on the top of the kick, and then it went back super fast.
Super fast.
And now you're on my side of the ball. Fucking EA Sports and your servers. Get that shit fixed. I mean, it's got to be... All the servers were down last night. It didn't matter which Madden it was, so...
Yeah, I checked them both. The Bengals opt for a field goal. The score with 41 seconds left is 6-24. They're not even trying an outside kick. That's pretty weird. 24-6. Listen, all they gotta do is try to go for it.
I think he Wood's taking his time getting up. Still feeling the effects of the Ronnie Lott hit.
Go Ronnie Lott.
Yeah, in early parts of Super Bowl 23, Ickey Woods was right on pace the way he had the whole season. Was dominating, and then Ronnie Lott gave him a shot that sort of just took him right out of the game. I mean, he wasn't injured or anything, but he didn't play the same, and his career really never was the same after that hit. Yeah.
Ronnie Lott, he was a cornerback, wasn't he, for the Niners?
Safety,
yeah. I say he was a... No, I know who Ronnie Lott is. I just couldn't remember what exact position he was. I knew he was one of those...
He was a man who
he
had
was like
his
one
finger...
of those dudes, because he was a short fuck, too. He was one of those dudes that would, like, compress himself down and, like, just explode on a dude.
Hey, Google, how tall was Ronnie Lott?
I'm pretty sure he was, like, 5'6".
6 feet.
6
so, yeah,
feet,
in
really?
football terms, yeah. Well,
that's about average.
In NFL terms,
it's
it's
5'6".
Yeah, no.
Either way, he used to, like, coil up and pow on a dude.
He was a hard hitter, that's for sure. That was my guy. God damn it! I wasn't supposed to be on him.
And he had big old pads, didn't he?
I was trying to get back to the defense. Yeah. He also had in one game he had his finger ripped off and got stuck in a helmet.
Yeah.
And he finished the game.
Then the final is 24-6 Steelers. I ended with 96 passing yards.
Big Sam Adams.